Let us start off with Wike and Fubara's feud, because in River State's politics, a long-running feud between Nyesom Wike and the governor of River State, Fubara, has escalated to impeachment attempts. Without further ado, could you help us understand the renewed animosity between both of them, Bikil?
Yes, we know that this issue is all about tussle for political control, tussle for power, and it is clear that despite the imposition of a state of emergency, which the president felt would help restore peace and political stability in the state and avoid a breakdown of peace, a breakdown of law and order. We are back to square one. We have fresh impeachment process being instituted against the governor of Rivers State as a result of the collapse of the truce that the president midwifed. And I think that it's a matter of regret, and it's a sign of the little respect that the combatants have for the president, that despite all the efforts that he made to bring about peace between these combatants, to resolve the differences between them, they are back sparring once again. So it's no doubt about it. The contest is a big battle for political control, and it is clear that both Nyesom Wike and the governor, as well as the assembly, it's like a tripod of combatants now, have really not forgiven one another. We've really not forgiven one another. We had the Speaker of the House of Assembly saying that the governor is a mistake, and he holds a lot of invectives, a lot of insults at the governor on the floor of the assembly on the day they decided to commence impeachment proceedings against the governor. I've never seen a Nigerian governor openly abused in a manner that you do not even talk to your own child, the way the assembly members attack the governor. You can institute impeachment proceedings. You can come up with offenses that you believe the governor has committed, but to go to that extent to abuse him shows that they have absolutely no regard and no respect for the governor. And it is difficult for me to say the governor respects the House. There is a reluctance on the part of the governor to bring a list of appointees before them. There's a reluctance on his part. And when you behave in this manner, it suggests that you do not want to have anything to do with them. He had said before in the past that he could run the state without the assembly, and that the assembly looks relevant to the extent that he allows them to be relevant. There are so many things that this governor has said that you can hold against him, that he has no regard for the assemblymen. Now, what has worsened matters, in my view, were the comments being made by people outside of Rivers State. The comment um, by the secretary of the APC, who said that Wike should not meddle in the affairs of the APC. For me, I do not, if I were to answer a question that between the APC and the PDP, which one do you think Nyesom Wike is more loyal to? I would say without hesitation that Wike is more loyal to the APC. I would say without hesitation. I will not be a coward and imagine that because Wike says he's still in the PDP, his actions then show that, oh, he's in the PDP, he's not in the APC. I think he's far more in the APC than in the PDP. The local government elections saw the APC winning far more um, chairmanship positions than the PDP. And all of the people who won were people handpicked by Nyesom Wike. The chairman of APC in the state is his person. All of those who won those chairmanships were Wike's people. So how is he not a member of APC? The only reason you can say that it's not in the APC is because he has not officially picked the form of the APC, membership form. But he supported APC in the presidential election. He contributed to bringing APC, bringing President Tinubu to power. And he has offered far more support to help the APC gain ascendancy than he has given to his so-called PDP. So with the structures of the APC firmly in his hands, firmly held by people who are loyal to him, his diehard supporters, with Wike and picking all of the people who are today APC, local government chairman of the APC, and the state chairman of the APC. How can anybody tell me that it does not belong to the APC? I will not agree. I will not agree. Yes, he has two legs in two different parties, but his bigger leg is in the APC. This is my argument. Now, the dilemma for the president is the president wants to win the Rivers State, the presidential election in Rivers State without any complaint. He wants to win it hands down. But he needs Fubara to make that happen. Fubara has the support of the ordinary people. They think that in this contest for power, that Fubara is the victim. And Nigerians like to side the underdog. So Rivers people are with Fubara in large numbers. The president wants to harvest that support that Fubara has in Rivers State. At the same time, he does not want to lose an ally like Nyesom Wike. But the moment Nyesom Wike saw that Fubara moved into the APC with the desire to be able to contest the election without Wike being in position to stop him, especially after he was said to have promised during a reconciliation meeting with the assembly members present, with Wike present, that he will not seek re-election. Going to the APC is meant to help him push aggressively to be able to contest for a second term without his boss breathing down his neck. The feeling out there is that Wike has unfinished business in the PDP. Therefore, he will not rush to go and join the APC like others are doing, which will give the governor ample time to be able to settle down and build his own core of loyalists, his own structures. Now, the president has to find a way to bring this disagreement to an end. Both men, as usual, have been foolishly abusing one another. This is what they do all the time. Fubara once called Wike a rat eating the gari, which is a way of calling him a thief in public. Wike too has used all kinds of invectives against a man that he brought up politically, a man he put in the saddle at a time when so many people got up against him and said, look, this is a political upstart. Don't use him, don't field him. The president has a job to do because at the end of the day, the president may be the big loser in this whole conflict. He knows that Wike has capacity. He knows that Wike can be fiercely loyal when he's on your side. So he does not want to lose such a person, especially with the elections just a little over a year away. He also knows that Fubara has tremendous support. In fact, if Fubara backs the president as he has promised to do, it means even Wike's enemies, people like Secondus, people like Omehia, people like Peter Odili, they are going to back the president because they are all with Fubara at this time. So it's a conflict that the president views as wrong in terms of his timing and in terms of the political implications. And that is why the president has waded in at this stage. Fubara has not said a word since the impeachment notice was served. Fubara has not said a word. He's been advised to keep quiet so that they can find a way to manage Wike and resolve the matter. And if the matter is resolved this time, it has to be conclusive. The people of Rivers State, these combatants, the House of Assembly, Nyesom Wike, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, need to stop heating up the polity by their needless conflict, name calling, and shameful exchange of insults in the public space. I agree with the Rivers State Elders Forum that impeachment should not be a tool for political vendetta and personal interest. And they are saying that the impeachment process will deepen political divide, erode public trust, and destabilize a state yet to recover from the imposition of emergency rule and disruptions to governance. I agree absolutely. I also agree that the assemblymen should reverse the decision to come up with emergency notice of impeachment against the governor. So they should instead prioritize peace, stability, and the collective interest of the state. I believe that at this time, an impeachment of Governor Fubara is not necessary. The um, political
So short.
contest for machineries of the state and key appointments also need to come to an end. But I know that they will not just back off unless they are spoken to, and the president and his minders need to move quickly to have this matter resolved. Once they are
That's
given
right.
assurances, I believe that a political solution will happen. I'm confident that this matter will not get to the point of impeachment. The matter can be handled and politically resolved, especially as we are closing in on another election. So I agree with the elders that the impeachment is not necessary at this time. But I believe that the governor also needs to be spoken to. You stoop to conquer. Fubara's political naivety is there for all to see. The same man who told us that, do you think I want to go back there? Can't you see the way I'm looking, that I look better now that I'm out of that office? There are some things that you don't say. Now the same man wants a second term. He desperately wants a second term. But he had told us that he was tired of the place, that he feels better outside of the government house. So he has to watch his utterances. He has to also do better in terms of managing people. Many governors who were in this kind of situation before found a way to reach out and get the lawmakers on their side. I always talk about Governor Chimaroke Namani. He got the lawmakers of Enugu State on his side, and he defeated
Absolutely.
his godfather, Jim Nwobodo, with whom he had a very bitter battle in 1999. The rest is history. He ended up spending 2 terms in office, and peace was restored. Fubara can do better,
That's right.
can do better. He will benefit from real training politically, which will guide his actions, which will guide his choices. For now, he's a very, very politically naive governor, and it shows in terms of the way he's handling the state and the people who are fighting him.
That's right. Let me take some comments. We have Shile after we say that this week, this weekend and Fubara fight is no longer politics, it's personal. Rivers people are just collateral damage. Fadiza Sule says federal intervention was necessary. Rivers was drifting into chaos. Governance must continue. And Kabiru Musa says Tinubu stepping in saved the state from the total breakdown. People shouting federalism don't understand crisis. Okay.